my name is Madelyn Blair. And now that you know my name, quick question. Do you know the names of the people sitting to the right and left of you? And if you do you know the names of the people sitting in front and behind you? If you don't, go ahead and take a moment. Introduce yourself. Say, hi, how are you? My name is. Go ahead, do it right now. I'm gonna do it too. Hi, what's your name?
Aya.
Aya?
Yeah.
It's very nice to meet you. How are you doing today? You're doing good? You sound like you're not from here. Where are you from?
Finland.
Oh my gosh, you came all the way from Finland?
Yeah, just today.
I feel so honored. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. And what's your name?
I'm Ken.
Hi, Ken. Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Don't you feel slightly better about yourself? Didn't your day just get slightly more enhanced? It should have, because together we just created a caring moment. And all a caring moment is an intentionalized interaction. It's the primordial stage to a relationship. And these relationships, they're really important because we learn from one another how to be human. We identify ourselves with others. We find their dilemmas within ourselves. And through this, we gain an understanding of self-knowledge. And the self we learn about is the every self. It's the universal human self. By identifying ourselves and others, we keep alive our common humanity, and we avoid reducing one another to the moral status of an object. And that's the lowest form of existence, right? An object? I mean, I should know, I'm a woman. Oh, there we go. And for some of you, this exercise of engaging with one another created this unbelievable sense of uncomfortability. Every muscle in your body tensed, your jaw clenched. This radar went off in your head, stranger danger. And that's a normal primitive reaction to have. But for others of you, this sort of exercise lights you up. It gets you going. You literally cannot wait to make your presence be known to someone. How are you?
Good.
You're doing good? I'm obviously one of those people. And I always have been. As a child, I exemplified the mantra, everyone deserves to be told hello. And while this gave my mother a heart attack from time to time, it's what eventually led me to making the decision to become a nurse. And I think that's why a lot of people go into that line of work. We have this underlying vocational calling to reach out to someone and to help, to be there for them, to offer them something. In fact, if you ask any healthcare professional why they chose the job they did, you'll get one of three answers. One, I like to solve puzzles. Okay, newsflash, we're all pretty nerdy, okay? Two, I want to know how the body works. All right, we're all biological mechanics, I'm following you. And three, I want to take care of people. And it's this third one that you would think would have the most importance in our education, right? This is what you're hoping your nurse or your doctor has in the forefront of their mind, right? Right? But yet it gets undermined by the other two concepts in our education, behind puzzles and mechanics. Isn't that really ironic? That so much of our nursing education is dedicated to the knowledge of how to do the job, but very little is focused on how to be in the job. And that's the difference between learning a profession and learning a discipline. Both are needed in this line of work, but there's an imbalance between the two. By solely focusing on the profession, we're taught at a very early stage in our career how to reduce a person to an object, a puzzle that needs to be solved, a diagnosis, a problem that needs to be fixed within 3 days, according to most hospital policy, so that we can make room for the next problem. I don't know about you, but that does not sound like a healing environment. It sounds like an exhausting environment. And that's exactly what's happening with our nurses. They're becoming exhausted. Because imagine, you're working a 12-hour shift, up to 4 days a week. That's 24 different people at their lowest, vulnerable version of themselves who are in constant need of all your time, of all your love, and of all your energy. At the end of the day, what's left for you? What do you get to take away from that? What do you get to go home with? Nothing but anger, frustration, hostility, animosity. And without the proper outlets, this will begin to brew and consume until you're projecting this negativity onto your patients. And that's why nurses are so dissatisfied, because this system is taking us away from our foundational nursing theory, which is to care. That's why we have a nurse burnout. That's why we're having a nursing shortage. Many people think it's because we don't have enough numbers. The numbers are there, trust me, but it's the quality of practice we're forcing them to engage with that's the problem. And that's why learning the discipline is so important. It's through the discipline that we're able to reconnect with that vocational calling. We're able to come back to our center. And this would be so easy to implement into our education model, because every single one of us has been exposed to its curriculum, because every single one of us has seen a romantic comedy. You're giggling, but Bridget Jones has a lot to offer. There's a common thematic element that ties these two things together. And it's this notion of, before you can begin to love someone, you must first love yourself. The same thing applies to nursing. Before you can begin to take care of someone, you must first take care of yourself. I spoke earlier of how we need to engage with humanity, how we need to have these relationships with one another. So why are we so reluctant to turn away from a relationship with ourselves? Self-care is a very empowering tool. It's through self-care and self-awareness that we're able to replenish our caring reserves. And this can be tapped into in a variety of ways. Bridget Jones, she had her diary. She had active reflection. I do yoga. I meditate. Others like to cook. They like to create nutrient-dense foods that fuel them from the inside out. People like to go on walks, reconnect with nature, gardening. Or you like to take that extra long bubble bath with your favorite bath bomb. All of these work. All of these replenish. Caring starts with being open to compassion, to mercy, to kindness, to love, to forgiveness within yourself before it can begin to offer to someone else. That's the discipline. That's the work. That's nursing. Thank you.